You deserve it back, we go treat you better. You deserve it back, we get no wahala. Download a lot today, so you go fit transact with easy pay. Yeah, yeah. It's simple, you know hard like in mathematics. It's simple, like it take dentist transaction. We don't many charges, cause I like it for everybody. Oh yeah, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, I like it for anybody. If you want baby, or you want some, I like it for everybody. Whether not to say, but to go for, I like it for anybody. Oh yeah, jolly, collect money. I like it for everybody. A lot, yo, a lot, yo. You deserve it back, we go treat you better. You deserve it back, we get no wahala. Download a lot today, so you go fit transact with easy pay. Yeah, yeah. It's simple, you know hard like in mathematics. It's simple, like it take dentist transaction. We don't many charges, cause I like it for everybody. Oh my brother. Anybody, if you want baby, or you want some, I like it for everybody. Whether not to say, but to go for, I like it for anybody. Oh yeah, jolly, collect money. I like it for everybody.
Start standing on the line. Everything done there for your phone. No need to enter queue no more. I like it for you. Say you want upgrade, or you want to save, but they drop below. No need to enter queue no more. I like it for you. Bank sabi, I say bank sabi. Number one, gidigba, oya call your body. No time to dey waste, do the bank on it all. Transact on our loss, make you feel like a boss. So I love by Wema. I like now you get together. Anytime and anywhere. Start today. So I love by Wema. I like now you get together. Anytime and anywhere. I like it for you.
You deserve it back, we go treat you better.
Hello. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Fola, and I'll be your anchor for today. Would like to start with the national anthem. So can we all rise for the national anthem, please?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a same, truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build our nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed.
Our stakeholders on the table, starting with Director, Tunde Mabawaku. A round of applause for him, please. And our Chief Digital Officer, Olusegun Adeni. A round of applause for him. Our Chief Transformation Officer, Babatunde Momoni. Round of applause, please. And the Head of Innovation, Solomon Ayodele. A round of applause to him. So we're going to be taking quick remarks from our ED on the strategic overview of the bank's digital aspirations. ED, sir.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wema Bank Nigeria PLC, our head office here at 54 Marina. We'll try to make this very brief. This is the 6th edition of our hackathon, and it's all about positioning Wema, positioning and supporting the country in its digital aspirations. A number of you will have seen over the last couple of weeks, Wema Bank deliberately coming out and celebrating its plans for its 80th anniversary. The bank was founded May 2nd, 1945, and May 2nd, 2025, we will turn 80. For an institution to have survived 80 years as a single entity also means that it's been able to transform over the period. But for us, it's not a case of just celebrating the past. It's positioning for the future. And a key way to position the future is to ask the tough questions. What is required to be competitive in the future? What is required for the nation as Nigeria to do well in the future? And one of the key elements of that is what we call STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. One of the key elements to that is providing a platform for the young minds to express themselves through technology and look for solutions that can impact the society. This is our 6th year of running the hackathon, and year on year, we've come up with solutions that have supported the country, solutions that have had impact, from people coming up with applications and tools to help for early cancer detection, to solutions for transportation, to solutions for health. And we believe that as a financial institution, we should put our money where our mouth is. We've seen okay, closer. We've seen over the last few years a lot of emphasis on the creative economy. Excellent, good, impactful. A lot of emphasis on shows and things that support creativity, which is all good. But we also see that we have to make those investments in technology to lead us. The creative industry today that is thriving in Nigeria and indeed across the world is thriving because of the impact of technology. 10 years ago, to do a skit, 20 years ago, to do a movie, you need to get producers, directors, and everybody together. Now, with the power of technology and the click of a button, your 30-second skit can be watched all across the world. It's technology that has enabled that. So for us as an hackathon, that we theme this catalyst for growth, this catalyst for innovation. We are proud to be one of the leading lights in the industry in technology, and we are proud to be one of the leading lights in driving this transformation. So without much ado, is to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the 6th set of the hackathon. And as they say, watch this space. Watch where we are going to deliver. Watch the outcomes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Edie. That was such a great charge. I'd like to recognize the presence of the Divisional Head Business Support, KTJ, Tajuddin Bakari. I would like to take another charge from the CDO on young tech enthusiasts as the next disruptive builders. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to build on some of the insights shared by the ED this morning. This year, as Wema for Hackaholics 6.0, we're seeking bold, cutting-edge solutions that leverage technologies, address pressing challenges. We're particularly interested in solutions in areas such as, but not limited to, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, renewable energy, customer experience and personalization, fraud prevention and cybersecurity, regulatory technologies, and game-changing innovations. However, technology alone is not enough. We're placing a strong emphasis on user scalability, market readiness. We are looking for solutions that not only work, but have the potential to create lasting impact. At Wema Bank, we believe that the next wave of disruptive builders include not just seasoned professionals and startups, but also young tech enthusiasts, brilliant minds with fresh ideas and perspectives, untapped creativity, and the hunger to change the world that we live in and know of as of today. Hackaholics 6.0 is an opportunity for these emerging innovators to bring their ideas to life. At this point, I'd like to urge anyone that is interested to visit our website, hackaholics.wemabank.com. You will find the program schedule, eligibility criteria, and the application process all on there. We've been intentional to keep the registration process as seamless as possible, and we look forward to seeing an influx of intriguing entries in this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Studio. I would also like to recognize the presence of the Head of Partnerships, Mr. Jibade Laoli, and the Chief Experience Officer at Adeyemi Oshodia. Now, I would like you to face the multimedia screen where I will show an impact report of 5 years of Hackaholics. Thank you.
At the crux of Africa's largest gathering of digital stakeholders lies a unique vision. A vision of a better tomorrow. A vision of timeless innovations. And a vision of limitless opportunities for all. A vision brought to life by the Wema Bank Hackaholics initiative. Hackaholics has made an indelible impact on thousands of lives and businesses across Nigeria, recording intriguing testimonials and the disbursement of over $200,000 in grants to young Nigerians and startup founders across the country. But this million-mile journey to digital transformation began with one brave step. This is the Hackaholic story. In 2017, Wema Bank launched Alert, Africa's first fully digital bank, a move that officially established the bank's drive for championing innovation and promoting technological advancement in Africa. This was just the first of many innovative solutions to come from Wema Bank. After the successful establishment of Alert by Wema Bank went a step further in its commitment to championing innovation by going beyond simply providing innovative solutions to further empower more people to become innovators in their own rights. This is the birth story of Hackaholics, Wema Bank's youth and startup-focused initiative aimed at providing a platform for entrepreneurs and innovators with game-changing, tech-driven ideas and products to bring their ideas to life. Since the first edition of Hackaholics in 2019, over 300,000 Nigerians have leveraged the iconic platform to build their tech skills, pitch their innovative ideas, and transform these ideas into viable products. Hackaholics has recorded a massive applicant growth rate of 400%, creating more opportunities with each edition. Touring over 30 universities nationwide, Hackaholics has become a beacon of hope to young Nigerians across Nigeria, giving them a platform to challenge themselves and do the seemingly impossible.
going to win. This is actually my biggest stage.
Our young innovators put their tech skills to the test and developed unique solutions across the identified verticals. Vying for the recognition of their solutions, Hackaholics has simultaneously created a platform for innovation to thrive and created more opportunities for women in tech, thereby driving gender equality. The Pace-Setting Hackathon is set to bridge more prevalent gaps in the growth of technology in Africa and in the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. It is clear on both individual and industrial levels that the Hackaholics vision has been perfectly brought to life, and its impact on the lives and businesses of Nigerians nationwide cannot be overemphasized. Hackaholics just might be the key to driving digital transformation and achieving all the Sustainable Development Goals. With over 300,000 lives already impacted, the future of innovation in Africa is potentially glistening, thanks to Wema Bank's unwavering commitment to fostering collaboration and driving innovation. The time has come for the world to feel the impact of African creative thinkers and solution providers.
Okay, thank you, Fola. Good morning again, everyone. I think that the video we just watched has done quite a bit of justice already in terms of telling the story so far. I think the only things that I would like to add at this point, first to state that as a bank, we understand that as committed as we are to innovation and transformation, we will not be able to achieve this alone on our own. And so we realize that there's so much untapped opportunity, just giving the general demographics of Nigeria, 50% odd young people, all of them super creative, really intelligent, really smart. And I guess our strategy essentially is to say, how do we create a platform that enables all of these people to plug in, right, and give them a launch pad, as it were, to do the brilliant things that we already know that they are capable of doing. Something else to point out is that over the years, we have found that there are people at varying stages of development, just in terms of the ideas that they have. Some people are still at the rough and dirty, back of the napkin ideation. Some people have come to us with already, full-fledged solutions, making money, already impacting the market. And we realize that we need to have a bit of a differentiated strategy for engagement of people across the spectrum, just to make sure that no one essentially is left out, right? And so this year, we are sort of pivoting a bit and trying to do things a bit differently. The first ever edition had us bring in teams that were given actual problem statements and put in a sandbox environment, and we're required to actually hack, if you will, right? But since then, we've moved on to say, are we able to find people who are at higher levels of maturity in terms of the things that they've been working on, and just give them the necessary support to push forward. And this year, in 2025, we're doing both. So we still want to bring our hardcore tech enthusiasts back to hack, to actually build solutions ground up from scratch. scratch, but we're not closing the door on the pipelines in terms of opportunities that already exist and are already making waves in the market, right? So I just thought that it was important to put out those two bits of information. And then something else very critically that we are bringing back in 2025 is the Wema Bank Accelerator program. We had previously done one edition of this where the startups and basically try to work with them to ensure that their various were market ready and create the kind of impact that we wanted to see and that they had dreams about. And so this year, once that program launches, I think on the 7th of March, so only a few days from now, we are going to be seeing a couple of people participating in that program. I'll just do a quick run through of some of the startups that will be participating. So we have Bonds AI, a data-driven customer engagement platform that will enable businesses to send personalized life cycle messages across email, WhatsApp, SMS, and other comms platforms. They are already a thriving business with monthly recurring revenue somewhere in the range of 4,000 USD and generating up to 10,000 dollars working with startups across Africa. The next startup we'll be pulling into the Accelerator program would be My Therapist, NG, a mental health platform leveraging technology to improve affordability and accessibility in Africa. We would also be inviting My Itura, a health tech startup building digital tools, including a telemedicine platform that offers remote test and prescription fulfillment, mobile apps that connect providers and patients, and basically closing accessibility gaps in healthcare in Nigeria. Also an already thriving business with about $4,500 in monthly recurring revenue. The next startup that will be participating is an EdTech startup called University X. They are basically trying to build an interactive learning platform leveraging gamification, artificial intelligence, and basically looking to offer educators tools like streaks, leaderboards, quizzes that essentially boost student engagement and retention. We would also be inviting Northino, also another education technology platform providing an e-learning platform powered by AI, but that will deliver content in local languages for Nigerian learners. We have Figure. Worthy of note, Figure was the winner of the last Hackaholics edition, and they're coming into the Accelerator program as well. Figure is a B2B wholesale marketplace and software as a service platform that's focused on empowering SMEs to source their goods from verified suppliers and manufacturers, basically strengthening that ecosystem and ensuring that there's a lot more reliability. We have Bloom Beauty, focused on concierge services for beauty service providers, delivering personalized top-notch services, offering unique alternatives to your traditional salons and spas. We have Accede, a payment service provider that is looking to help schools increase their revenue by credit profiling and automated payment collections. We also have Payment AI, also another payment services platform looking to help businesses boost their access to liquidity through invoice discounting, automated invoice discounting, and basically the management of working capital. And two more to go, it's quite a list. GoTap is a financial technology application that leverages smartphone NFC capabilities to enable POS transactions without traditional devices. SMEs, it will provide SMEs with a cost-effective mobile-based solution for digital platforms and basically just help expand the universe of payment services in Nigeria today. And last but not least, we have Bridge. Bridge is an all-in-one social commerce marketplace that helps to streamline transactions and payments for vendors and users. Basically, the focus of Bridge is to solve for the trust deficit in the online shopping experience today. And so all of these will be the startups participating in the 2025 Wema Bank Accelerator program, and it is our hope and our expectation that over the course of the next couple of weeks, we will work very, very closely with each of these startups to help them review and validate the opportunities that they've identified and basically get them to the point where they can scale and achieve their potential in the market. We do hope that this continues to contribute to the compelling narrative that Wema Bank is supporting the youth of Nigeria to leverage technology to transform our society. We are focusing on segments that cut across health, cut across education, and obviously because we're a bank, we do have keen interest in payment services. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mumuni. That was very well put. We're going to have our winner, last winner, women-led prize for innovation, Sophia Sadiq. I'm so sorry. She is the CEO of mytherapist.ng. She'll be giving us a short testimonial of how her journey was last year.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sophia, and I work at mytherapist.ng, which is a tech solution that's trying to bridge the gap between access, affordability and accessibility for mental health in Nigeria and across Africa. We had the opportunity to participate in the Wema Hackaholics 5.0 and won the Women-Led Prize. It's been a really interesting journey since we stepped on that stage to pitch. First of all, I do have to say I'm personally really excited about the Accelerator program because building in Nigeria is really hard, and sometimes what you need just goes beyond financial. Sometimes it's understanding market fit from people who have walked the journey before you. Sometimes it's understanding, how to speak to potential clients from people who have decades of experience in doing that. So I'd first of all love to thank the Wema Bank team for putting together such an amazing program, because I've seen the curriculum and it's really packed. Not only is it really informative, but it's also the best of the best in the country who are hosting that. I'm personally very excited for the growth of our startup just from being able to participate in such a well put together program. I do also, of course, have to say thank you for the money, because that gets things moving with work. I guess my final notes would be, if there's anyone out there who's considering applying to this program, the answer is yes, if you're on the fence. Just because this goes beyond financial, it's also about your personal growth as a founder. It's also about the people that you meet. Bonsai, for example, is a startup that mytherapist.ng is also working closely with to make sure that we can keep track of clients' data. So beyond being able to win money, which is sweet, and beyond being able to accelerate your growth as a startup and as a person, you also meet other African founders who are doing amazing work like you. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sophia. We'll be taking the roadmap from the head of innovation, Solomon Ayodele.
Thank you, Fola. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. All right, so I'll start with the team for 2025. Team Beyond Algorithms, Engineering Disruptive Innovation. And the idea behind the team is there's a lot of buzz around AI, the open AI versus DeepSeek war and all of that. And we believe that Africa should be a part of the execution of the future of global technology. And the way we can make that happen is by enabling young people to get a playground where they can explore, experiment, and build something that is useful for the future of Africa. So hence we're saying beyond the noise and the buzz, beyond the algorithm, we want to engineer disruptive innovation. And this year, of course, we're taking Hackaholics to the next level. So we're introducing a dual track process where we're bringing both techies and brainies. Think about Hackaholics as the Super Bowl of innovation in Africa. It's a good place to put your hands together. Across Africa this year, yes, please, you need to let my bosses know that, right? So our goal is that we want to then enable those who can write codes, the data scientists, the machine learning experts, the backend engineer, the blockchain engineer, to just enable them and also enable startup founders who have fantastic ideas they want acceleration for, right? So I'd mentioned our focus this year, 2 core technical talents and high growth startups. For the core technical talents, we're looking at a couple of verticals. We're looking for guys who can hack around customer experience, around fraud monitoring and tracking, around intelligent customer engagement, around reg tech and digital compliance, things around credit management, loan management, and anything that borders around disruptive financial innovation. So you think about financial inclusion, payment, and what have you. So the process this year is we're touching the 6 geopolitical zones. We're going to run a regional hackathon across the 6 geopolitical zones, plus Lagos, right? Then after the regional hackathon, we then bring the finalists to Lagos for a pre-finale hackathon. Thereafter, we're going to have our grand finale. And I think a question would also be, where are the centers we're visiting this year? As I mentioned, in total, we're visiting 10 centers. Of course, the 6 geopolitical zones, because I know that in the last 2 years, there's been feedback around us not going to the southeast and also touching the northeastern part of Nigeria. So we're going to be touching that this year. Aside that, we're going to be expanding our frontiers to Accra and Kigali this year. So we're calling on developers, we're calling on disruptors across, West Africa, across East Africa. Hackaholics is coming to Ghana this year, it's coming to Kigali this year. Majorly, yes. And just to let you know that in the last 2 years, we've gotten over 15 applications from these African countries. So we understand that it may be a barrier for them to come into Nigeria to come pitch, but this time around, we're going there to scout for fantastic guys who can build, and we're going to enable them. On a final note, of course, our website is still the same, www.accelerator.wemabank.com. It takes you less than 5 minutes if you have all your systems ready to pitch your idea. So if you're a product designer, you're a product manager, you're an AI person, you are a machine learning person, data scientist, back-end engineer, front-end engineer, there's a space for you. Also, if you have a startup that you already have traction, you can see the needle moving. We're happy to listen to you and enable you. And thankfully this year, we then have a pipeline for all of our Hackaholics alumnus, meaning that if you pass through Hackaholics and you make it to the finals, you will be able to join our Accelerator program. It is not plug and play, but of course, it allows you then get the platform to raise more money, to get more partnership. And again, we're hoping that the way we have led innovation across Africa, especially in Nigeria, would be able to catalyze it the more this year. And we're looking forward to reading your applications, listening to you, engaging you as we travel across Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ayodele. We'll be taking another testimonial from last year's winner, from CEO figure, Ogona Ginigeme.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Ogona Ginigeme, co-founder and CEO at Figo. Last year, I was privileged to compete with many amazing startups, building really amazing things across multiple sectors. And thankfully, to the glory of God, we emerged the winner, the Meta Lord. Right, and it was a very exciting moment. It still is a very exciting moment for us, and just the support from Wema Bank from the time we won up until this point has been truly amazing. The publicity has been great, the PR has been great, The partnership conversations we're having are amazing. And I have absolutely no doubt that emerging as the Meta Lord for Hackaholics 5.0 would indeed be very pivotal for the future of Figure. Right? We've been able to have really amazing conversations with many people. We are working on a lot of amazing things with Wema Bank. We have many amazing features coming up, you know, that we are partnering with Wema Bank. So it's just really an amazing opportunity for every startup. If you're really focused on building a great startup, if you want to be one of the most successful startups in Nigeria, if you want to be one of the most successful startups in Africa, like Figure, our vision is to become Africa's largest wholesale. Our goal is to become Africa's largest wholesale marketplace, and our vision is to optimize product sourcing end-to-end for SMEs across Africa. So we are not just building a Nigerian startup, we are building for the African market. We believe we will be number one, and we are super, super excited to have Wema Bank as a trusted partner for us. I would like to encourage everybody, every startup, every developer, everybody who is focused and interested in building an amazing startup to apply. And I assure you that if you have Wema Bank as a partner, success is guaranteed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wema Bank.
Thank you, Ugonna. Now we'll be taking questions. I know that some of us... Okay. So we have time for 3 to 4 questions. I think we have someone already.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Eromesele Abiodun. I work for This Day. I think this will be our 6th year. So as an investor, I would like to know what your investment, how much is adding to our bottom line, or what is going to add to the bottom line, if not now. And in that 6 years, have you been able to find a DeepSeek or an OpenAI? What does that stand out idea that you found that we can say we will not be heard about? So what is going to add to the bottom line? That's my question. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hackaholic from Leadership Newspaper. Over the last 5 years, I'm interested in the figures, in the sense that how many winners do we have in those 5 years? The total number of grants within those 5 years. What does this portend for the innovation and the ICT sector in terms of impact? And how does this impact the Wema Bank brand? Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Eshet, Business Desk, The Nation. The governors of the Southwest have been working with the development agenda of Southwest on promoting food security and through innovation. I want to find out, have you considered working on innovation around precision agriculture and other things that can make food security possible? Then the other issue is that in the last 6 years you've been grooming startups. I want to find out, is there any of these startups that has a potential of becoming a unicorn? And then how many of them have created jobs? Then I also know that within the tech circles we've had a lot of startups that are dead, and that's the truth. Microsoft recently retrenched. Google too are retrenched. They have right-sized, even while they are promoting artificial intelligence. I want to find out, is there any way you're going to guarantee that this thing will not reduce jobs? Because the honesty is that even the banking sector, even with automation, bank jobs are being lost. And I'm not enthusiastic about it, because I also know that people are losing jobs, whether it's in data analytics, whether data science and all that. At the end you find, even in communications. So I'm not excited about it when people promote it, because I know we don't talk about the other side of it. How are you going to guarantee that we are not going to lose jobs at the end of the day?
Okay, I will give a general feedback. The corporate transformation chief will speak about some of the figures, impact, jobs, how much are we giving out as grants. Segun will also speak on some of the questions around total figure done, what segments are we focusing on. So each of my colleagues will chip in. So on the general level, I think let's take a step back. 10 years ago, you go to, let me pick a less controversial town. You go to Ilesha in Osun State. I hope there's nobody from Ilesha here. You go to Ilesha, you land, you drive into Ilesha town, and you say that you want to go to Oba's Palace. So what you normally would have done 10 years ago is to stop an Okada man. Okada man, please take me to Oba's Palace. And Okada man will lead the way. Or you go to Ago Palace in Lagos, and you say you are looking for Kingston Joe. Okada man will say, Okada, please take me to Kingston Joe. And then Okada will take you there. But now, you are going to Kingston Joe in Ago Palace Way or Oba's Palace in Ilesha. Google Maps will help you. You don't need to look for Okada or look for rider. Just type it in. From Marina to Kingston Joe, what are the directions? How do I need to get to? So first and foremost, we need to view technology as an enabler. A lot of things we didn't use, we had to do manual ways. Technology is helping us. On your phone today, whether you are a reporter, you are a banker, you are an individual, you are a young man or woman, even WhatsApp has AI that can ask questions. WhatsApp, what do you think about this? Can you give me your thoughts? Can you give me your comments? It's making life a lot easier. You go to press conferences, and you see in those days, everybody put like 100 microphones in front of the person speaking. But nowadays, you can just put your phone, and your phone will record. And you come back home and download the transcript that what has it done. So technology is enabling, making a lot of the things we do a lot easier. So from a point of view of, is it taking jobs? I think the answer we should be, is it enhancing jobs? Is it making productivity better? Is it making our lives easier? And I think the answer is yes. And it's going to continue. It's going to improve on the way we do things. I was chatting with some young men and women a couple of days ago. We were talking about old songs. I said, those days when we used to listen to songs, you put in the cassette and you want to record. As the song is playing, you play, you record, you press stop. You write down the lyrics. If you want to know the lyrics of the song, you write down the lyrics of the song. Okay, I didn't hear it very well. You rewind again, you play. But now with technology, you don't even need to look for cassette. Just pause, rewind, use your finger to direct. So, sir, technology is an enabler. Are we looking for the next unicorn? Definitely. The young man that came out here, our plan and vision is that 2 years' time, 3 years' time, the man says, I have arrived. I am now a unicorn. The young lady that does the mental health, 2 or 3 years, but 2 years is even long, to come back in 1 year to say that I have become the unicorn. And we smile and we say, through Wema Bank's platform, we have created unicorns. We have supported unicorns, and they've now gone ahead to blow. So, guys, look at my face. So when we are looking for you, don't say that I can't enter your office. I'll say, remember the days of humble beginnings. So really for us, this is a platform to drive growth and drive engagement. On figures and impact and sectors, Babatunde and Segun will speak quickly on that. And what has he added to bottom line? I guess the last one for us. First and foremost, this is not a profit play to the organization. So we are not doing this that come and give us returns. Mr. Man, come and deliver returns to the bank. No. First and foremost is what has been the impact on society? What has been the impact on job creation? How many lives has the technology improved? So somebody came up with a tool for early detection of cancer. I won't measure it by profitability, but measure it by number of women it has been able to save that can detect that I have breast cancer early and quickly nip it in the bud. So value to us is impact to the society. And we measure that. And one of the things we are doing is through partners, they can then invest in the company. So we take them to an NGO. They say, wow, this solution works. Can this NGO buy this solution and then deploy across Africa, for example? So specifically for us, is the key measure of success is largely impact on the society. So Babatunde, I'll start with you first and then Segun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So a few things that I'll just state. From inception to date, we've had a total of 18 winners at Hackaholics. And I think at some point during the video, it did show that we have given out about 200,000 US dollars in grants to all the winners from inception to date. Also noting that as the years have passed, we have continued to increase the pot in terms of prize money. And note that we are saying grants because honestly, the focus of the bank has basically been to find ways to empower these guys to progress. Something else that I want to speak to before I yield to the Chief Digital Officer is regarding, I think there was a question about returns. So piggybacking off what the ED said, Wema Bank's focus here, like he said, is not profit, but on the advancement of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education in Africa. I'm not going to name the brand so that I'm not unnecessarily controversial, but if you think about it, we have competitions and shows in Nigeria that give $100,000 in prize money to see people take a shower, right? Or to dance about in a closed building for weeks on end, right? And whilst it is definitely a clear case that entertainment, music, sports have put us on the global map, the truth is that no society has ever crossed that third or second world transition to first world on the back of sports and entertainment, right? And so that's the primary driver for us here. We have arguably 200 million people in Nigeria. 60% of those people are under 20 years old, probably more than that. We're not very great at keeping our records. How many of them are going to play for the Super Eagles? How many of them will make it to Arsenal's first team? How many of them are going to win a Grammy? Right? So this is also us increasing the odds for the average Nigerian youth and trying to create a more level playing field. The ED made a comment about the fact that I think the most disruptive power of technology is that it's a leveler, right? It reduces barriers to entry, and just about anybody who's willing to put in the hard work can create a chance and an opportunity for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think largely most of the questions have been spoken to. I think there are two areas that I would probably want to expatiate on. One is your question around whether there will be job losses or not. And the second is give a bit more insight into what we look for in assessing impact or more importantly, value of the project, the startups that we support. There's a lot of different opinions about research outcomes on the future of jobs. There will be job losses, there will be new jobs created and all of that. Our objective here is to identify startups or ideators that are looking to solve real problems in our social economy. Part of that may be that jobs migrate from one skill set and create a multiplicity of others. So when we look at startups, we look at them not from how much money will come back, but the impact of the problem that they solve, the size of the market that they solve a problem for, what additional benefits do they create? So for example, are they introducing new skills, which to all new jobs? Are they introducing new competencies? Are they automating the way things are done, which again means that outcomes in those problem areas that they solve are a lot more predictable? I'll stop at that. I wanted to give some insights. Sorry, just allow me one more. You spoke around food security. You will notice that I called out some of the areas that we're looking at the moment, and I said, and many other areas. I didn't call out food security, but in the past we've been intentional to look at startups that are solving problems in the agricultural ecosystem. Periodically we take different topical areas and we build themes around them. The theme this year is Beyond Algorithms, and that applies across any industry segment. So we're deliberate to identify startups that are solving problems in any environment and using unpredictable, high and new technologies to solve those problems. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Finally, we'll be having the vote of thanks from the Head of Innovation, Solomon Ayodele.
All right. So I want to thank the management of the bank, first of all, the MD CEO, Mr. Morufo Seni, for giving us the enabling platform to be able to do this. This is the 6th year, and I know there's a lot of investment. What Babati had mentioned about the grant is just the prize money alone. There's a lot of money going into visiting these places, the events, the setup, and all of that. So I want to thank the management, the MD CEO, our executive director, and also, of course, our Gen Z ED for always providing the required supports we need to make this happen. And of course, our CDU, who is always our backbone, our backdrop, and the man we always run to. Of course, I would like to thank my boss so that I can sit here possibly next time. Babati, for the enabling opportunity. Overall, I'd like to thank all of our partners. This year, we're partnering with Innovest Africa, we're partnering with Techno. We're going to make this announcement in the coming days, but we just want to thank all of our partners. In the last 2 years, we've had partners from Malta Guinness to Techno to Samsung. We're calling on other partners who can be a part of this too, and also thank all of the press, men, I don't know if there are women here today, to thank you for being a part of this. Finally, I'd like to thank my innovation team for Taslim Ali and the great guys making things happen, for just coordinating and making this magic happen on behalf of the innovation team of the bank. Please don't forget, Hackaholics is the Super Bowl of innovation in Africa. So as you leave this room today, bear in mind that we're leading the frontiers. And when people think about innovation in Africa, they will think first Wema Bank and others. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
You deserve a bank, we go treat you better. You deserve a bank, we get no wahala. That would allow today, so you go fit transact with easy pay. Yeah, yeah. It's simple, you know hard like in mathematics. It's simple, like it gigantic transaction. We don't get any charges, cause I like it for everybody. Oh, my brother, sister, who want it? I like it for anybody. If you want baby, so you want some. I like it for everybody. Whether not to say, but to go for. Anybody, oh yeah, jolly, collect money. I like it for everybody.
I like to wait, I like to wait. Banking life made easy. Cheap transfer, no hidden charges. Lightning speed when sending. With your offer better than this. I know you don't work for your money. You don't need stress when you spend it. Just a few steps that look a lot first time you don't solve out of your worries. Share the views you want, babe. Having the money you won't say. The solution don't take.